Okay, first of all, hi everybody, and welcome to our next episode of 101 Talking Station with EZLO21 of Zelda101.com. First, let's put on some music to check for frame rate drops, and hang on just a second before we
Hi everybody,
get everything completely started.
Next episode of
So, let's go ahead and get the music. Let's get the music popped up here. I'm only going to do one. I'm only going to do one music file today. So actually, let's do the eShop music today, since I'll be covering eShop news today as well. So okay guys, here we go. Okay, now guys, let's go ahead and check the frame rate before we get started. Okay, so far so good. Okay, now guys, let's just go ahead and let's go ahead and switch over to the 101 streams for a second now and get started with today's news. I want to talk about the Kimishima news before we get into the eShop news. So here we go. And let me put my webcam back on too. Here we go. And also, while I'm on the browser source, hang on just a second, guys. Give me just 1 second, guys. Okay, now let's change the coloring of the text here for a second from white to black, and save that for a second, guys. So here we go. Okay, there we go, much better. While I'm talking about news here. Okay, first, let's okay, there we go, guys. Okay, now, here we go, guys. The first things first, I'm going to hide my webcam while I'm talking about this for a second. As you can see here, Tatsumi Kimishima was interviewed about the Nintendo Switch's numbers, and here's what I had to say. And as you can see it there on the screen, they're basically saying that they want to sell 20 million units of the Nintendo Switch for 2018. In response to an interview, let's see here, they're talking about the selling of 14 million units of a hang on just a second, guys. Let's see here. They meant fiscal year 2017 here, and are planning to accelerate the momentum of population by launching software that enables new ways of playing. This is basically everything he's saying right here, guys. So my thoughts on this are basically I want to see them back that up and prove it by giving us, like, maybe showing off the new Pokemon and releasing it on time. Also releasing maybe showing more on the new Yoshi game, like I mentioned before, and especially the new Kirby game. But something that I've talked about before is, what is Retro up to? Are they doing another Donkey Kong, or are they doing something new? Because there's a lot of people that definitely want to see what the new Metroid is about. So next, that they had the news of the Nintendo Switch, talking about, like I said, the about the Nintendo Switch software as well. And as you can see here, they've totally got these numbers messed up here, because it's not. that when they were talking about the Switch here, they meant for fiscal year 2017 and not 2005. The sales volume forecast to be 10 million units in the internal plan was revised upwards to 14 million units in October 2017, by the way, guys. And President Kimishima stressed that I want to ship more than that for fiscal year 2018 is what they meant here. It also clarified that the policy to enrich the download contents to follow the purchased software to be played for a long time. Which is pretty much what they did for Breath of the Wild. As you can see here, there barely. Hi there. Hi there, Zias. How are you guys? And how are you doing, Shumi? As you can see here, I'm just talking about the. I'm just doing their talking station real quick before we get started with Yoshi's Island. Okay, now. Also, while talking about the Kimishima interview, I definitely want to see what they have on tap for the possible Nintendo Direct coming up on January, or coming up in January 2018. Because there's one rumored to be coming, like I said in the last episode. And again, guys, if you don't know, if I didn't introduce myself for today's episode anyway, today is 101 Talking Station with EZLO21, episode 3, and I'm EZLO21, by the way, guys. Anyway, next we will be talking about today's download from the Nintendo eShop, so let me pop that up. Give me just a second to pop that up on the Wii U, guys. And now let me make this bigger. Hang on a second. Okay, here's what my press account looks like right here, guys, for Nintendo's press room. So first things first, as you can see here, let me hide my webcam again, then we'll get started. Okay, here we go. First of all, today's Nintendo eShop news for December 28th, 2017. And here's today's title. This week's Nintendo download includes the following featured content. Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch, we got the Steam World Heist Ultimate Edition. And here's pretty much what it says right here. So if you're interested in Steam World or Steam World Dig, then you'll definitely want this. Next, let's move on to Nintendo eShop for the Nintendo 3DS. You got Style Savvy Styling Star. That's pretty much what it says right here for this one. See it next. Nintendo eShop sales. Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch, 3DS, and Wii U. Great deals this week. Check out the full list of deals available this week, and there's the link to it, guys. Also, this week we got Mighty Gunvolt Burst demo version for the Nintendo eShop on the Switch and on the Nintendo 3DS. Then you've got AC Neo Geo, the King of Fighters 96 on the Nintendo eShop for the Nintendo Switch. Arcade Actives vs. Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo Switch on the Nintendo eShop. And then you got Guns, Gore, and Kanati on the Nintendo eShop on the Nintendo Switch. And then you got Woolly Tree Adventures for the Nintendo eShop on the Nintendo Switch. So first, let's go back up here and talk about each one of these individually now. And let's look at some screenshots. Starting with SteamWorld Dig. If I can find it here, hang on. Okay, here we go. Right here's one. Okay, it won't let me pop it up, so I'll just have to make it look a little bigger.
Oh, it's gonna let you know supper's done if you know this.
Oh, I'm good.
They already got supper done. The other ones that's eating it's your dad and Hayden and your mom.
Okay, Brett.
And the
Okay.
You ain't recording anything, ain't nothing on TV.
Cause I'm doing it differently, Brett. I'm doing the talking station first.
But I was just letting you know it's done. Everybody's eating but
I don't
Crystal.
care.
Crystal's not eating.
Anyway, guys, as you can see here,
Crystal just ate.
here are some SteamWorld Heist Ultimate Edition screenshots right here.
And Crystal heard you talking, so you know who you're talking to. I thought you was just doing a game talking to them. So, we can hear you all the way out there. She won't know who you're talking to out there. You're just playing the game talking to them. I'll probably go ahead and get me some. He may block like because you don't like codes off.
Okay, next up, guys, we got Style Savvy Styling Star. And here's some screenshots for that. Right here, starting with screenshot 1, and then screenshot 2, right beside it. And then there's screenshot 3 right here. So if you're into styling, guys, then that's definitely a game for you. Next up, we have looking for new games and more fun. Find them on the Nintendo eShop. You can visit Nintendo eShop by tapping the icon on the home menu. There you can browse and buy and download games right to your device. You'll find the trailers, videos, free demos, and more. And that's pretty much what that says. Next, let's click on Mighty Gun Burst. Okay, that won't work. So let's just do some screenshots here. Next up, we got as you can see here, you got the King of Fighters 96 screenshot 1 right here. And then you've got screenshot 2 and screenshot 3 right beside each other there. Then you've got screenshot 4, screenshot 5. And then you got screenshot 6 and now let's also talk about versus Super Mario Brothers here. As you can see, there's screenshot number 1, and screenshot number 2 and 3, 4 and 5, and then you've seen all those once before on the Nintendo Switch. Okay, next we got next we got Cannons, Gore, or Guns, Gore, and Canali screenshots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then last but not least, let's show the Woolly Tree Adventure screenshots now. As you can see here, you got Switch Woolly Tree Adventures screenshot 1. Then you got 2 and 3 right beside each other there. And then you got screenshots 4 and 5 right here. And then here's the last one right here. Okay, now guys, let's go ahead and end this particular part right here out by just showing off what I'm talking about, how I wanted to see the folders updated, if they do folders for the Nintendo Switch. I want to have an option on the Switch where when you click on it, instead of saying like NES Virtual Console and how I've got it set up right here, I want it to where it'd have a picture of a Nintendo Entertainment System right here, the Super Nintendo right here, a Game Boy or actually do a Nintendo an NES system right here, a Game Boy system right here, Super Nintendo, and Game Boy Pocket / Color, the Nintendo 64, and Game Boy Advance right beside each other there, followed by GameCube, and then when you click on them, it would look like I got it set up right here, where of course you'd be able to put your games in any order how I have it here. Let's make it bigger on the screen right here by switching it up here a little bit. Let's give it a second to pop up though, guys. Okay, as you can see there, hang on just a second. Okay, here we go, guys. To make it match like it would be on my TV, I'd want to see folders similar to a Nintendo Entertainment System. Where if you clicked on it, here we go, it would look like that. It would look like this, instead of scattered shot. I'm going to give it a second to pop up though. As you can see there, guys, that's how I'd want it to look right there. So I've got my game set by release dates. And then if you'd run out of room, of course you'd have to do this. As you can see there, guys. And I'm going to check my battery for a second. Okay, that's good for now. And then, of course, if you went back, pretty much, as you can see here, like this for everything. And that's pretty much what I'm talking about for a possible Nintendo Switch folder, where when you clicked on it, let's go to the eShop for a second. Even if the systems look like, and if the system folders look like even if the system folders look like that, just with a Nintendo NES controller and the Super Nintendo controller and the Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, and DS and Wii and stuff, that would make it look a lot better. Because that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. So now, let's go ahead and pretty much turn off my there we go, turn off my Wii controller. So hang on just a second, guys. And then as you can see here, guys, since we're pretty much talking eShop news, that's pretty much all there is right now. So now let's go ahead and end off this episode of Talking Station 101 with EZLO21, unless y'all got any questions that you want answered. Because I said I would try and do a Q&A with everybody in most every episode, so do you guys have any questions today? I'm going to give y'all 3 more minutes before I end off this particular episode to see if y'all have any questions. So let me put the webcam back up now. Here we go. There we go. Now let's go ahead and ask y'all a few questions too if you're still on. What eShop games do you guys like? Before we end this out. Phew. While I'm waiting, I'm checking on okay guys, so since it's pretty much quiet around here now, I'm going to go ahead and end out this particular episode of 101 Talking Station with EZLO21, episode 3, eShop and Kimishima interviewed, by saying to those who joined, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys here shortly for some Yoshi's Island. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and get ready to start that by letting the gamepad charge a little bit. So, see you guys soon. So now let's, okay, there we go. Thank you for tuning in to the 101 Talking Station with EZLO21, everyone. I will see you guys and gals for, some Yoshi's Island at 3:15ish Eastern time, guys. So I will set a reminder. I'll set a reminder for that after this one starts processing. See you guys soon, everyone. Goodbye.